So when I find out something, I like to share, right? Because it might help somebody. But anyways, I've been very, Lord, what's that word? I've been very open about wanting to own my own home. And I will get there eventually. Anyways, if you check out my YouTube channel, I am monetized. I do gain a little income from there. Not a whole ton, but check out my YouTube channel. Link is in the bio. Having said that, this lady bid for a house on this new website, like you can, or an auction. So she bid for a house, she won the auction or whatever, she bought the house. And then when she actually went, there was like over $100,000 worth of damage that she has to fix. The house was even in a fire that was never disclosed. But anyways, I'm gonna link the video here that you guys can watch, and be aware, guys.
Looking for a home for, I guess, about 2 years with my realtor. And so I just was not having any luck winning any blind bidding. And so while we were looking around, I kind of saw this pop up in my MLS when we were looking, and I'm like, oh, you know, it seems to check all my boxes. It's coming up for auction. The bidding process, you know, it was kind of fun. You get the little dopamine burst when you click the bid button, and it was significantly less stressful than blind bidding. And everything like seemed to be okay. I guess it was like sort of just a few days after that, because my contractor friend was coming here to help work on the house. We were just going to do some coats of paint, patch the damage, maybe think about redoing the flooring. So all the flooring came up. I was not here when it was happening. And then all of a sudden my contractor contacts me. He's like, I think your house has been in a fire. And he just sort of reaches his hand into one part of the closet and just like snaps off charcoal that was subfloor. So we ended up having to gut the entire upstairs. We tore up the basement, looked into the water damage. That's when sort of we found there was a little bit of a like mildew and pink mold problem. By the time I gathered all the quotes together, it was something like over $100,000 of issues with the property. And so we're like, okay, gave them to my lawyer. I'm like, here's what I've paid for. Here's what I have quotes for. What is reasonable that a proper home inspection should have captured? Because I understand, you know, there's always going to be things in a home. No home is perfect. And there are things that are hidden that, you know, you can't fault an inspector for, you know. Like the charred joists in the floor. No inspector could have seen that, but they could have identified that this house was missing 3 cold air returns, and they could have identified that you can view the charred subfloor from the laundry room and you can see some of the charring under the joists. And had I been more educated and known, but I mean, you know, that's why you count on inspectors, right? You can't know everything about everything. And I'm a first-time home buyer, excuse me. So, you know, I counted on unreserved inspection, and you know, I think they completely failed me. It wouldn't have hurt their, you know, back end, their business model to actually give a shit about someone who trusted them and purchased a property through them.